Chosen one, chosen one, chosen one. Tell your mama, tell your sister, tell your friend, tell your cousin. We are back, y'all, with another one.
Yeah, baby.
So listen, I'm going to get straight into the video because I don't want to hold you no longer than I have to. But before we get started, y'all, I want to tell you how grateful I am of you all just pouring into me financially, spiritually, with your words, everything, y'all. I'm just so grateful unto you. I just want to quickly give a brief update of what's going on in my life because God has put me in a position where I am doing this thing publicly. I'm stepping out on faith publicly, and I think he's allowing me to do that. For those of you that he's calling to step off the sideline, off the shore, come out of the dirt and step onto the water, he's allowing me to be, just a light unto you. And so just an update of what's going on. I am still trusting God, y'all. I am still doing an Airbnb. I'm getting around through Uber or Lyft, either one. God is allowing me to just take it day by day. He has not given me a specific location as far as LA. And for those of you who are new, I have literally given up what I knew and what I thought was, my life. And I am now following Christ. I am 100% in the kingdom now, 100% serving now. This is my job. This is the ministry that God is calling me to. And so for all of you that has been sowing, all of you that's been giving encouraging words, I appreciate it. Your little means a lot to me. It's very much so appreciated, y'all. So please know that I love you. I thank you for everything that you're doing, whether it's monetary or just encouraging words. I appreciate it all. So that's just a quick update. We're doing it day by day, y'all. We're taking it day by day, and I'm taking y'all with me so that y'all can see the glory and the grace of God. For those of you who are stepping out into your purpose, into your ministry, into your calling, into your business, whatever it is, God will take care of you. He will provide. And I'm just a testament of that. So thank you to all of you who've been sowing into me. I truly, truly, truly appreciate it. It means a lot, y'all. I promise you. So now let's get into this word. So before we get started with this, y'all, please know that we're all in different seasons, but this word is a prophetic word, and it's for those of you that you know that you know. And if it's not for you, you eat the meat, you spit out the bones, because some of us are in different levels again, but God was very specific about this word. Okay. So y'all, last night I had a dream that I had asked, a friend of the family to do my hair, right? And for those of you who don't know, and I think most of you maybe don't know, that I braid occasionally. Before I decided to lock my hair, I would braid, but I would do my hair a lot because of this particular situation that I'm about to talk about. I would braid my hair a lot. So this time I decided to ask this friend of a family to do my hair, and I wanted faux locks. For those of you who know what that is, I wanted faux locks. But when she started doing my hair, instead of her using hair to do my braids, she used yarn. And I wasn't sure why she would use yarn on my hair when I didn't ask for that, right? So as she began to do my hair, I started to wonder why she was using yarn. So we took a little break. By that time, she had done the back portion of my hair, but it was all yarn, y'all. And as I started feeling around in my hair, I realized that some of the yarn and some of the braids were unraveling. So as they were unraveling, I started to get more unsettled by the fact that she had even used yarn anyways in my hair because I didn't ask for that. So the more I started feeling, because I know what my braid's supposed to look like. I do my own hair and I know how they're supposed to be, but for some reason I asked her to do my hair this time, maybe just to take a break from me doing my own hair. So as I began to feel back there, my spirit just began to be just unsettled by it all. And so finally I just spoke up. I'm like, but why did you use yarn in my hair? Why did you choose to use yarn for me? I wanted hair to be, in my hair, braided in my hair. And she was very nonchalant about it. It was almost like I was talking, but I wasn't talking. And so I just could not understand why she was hearing me but not hearing me. And so I got so upset, y'all, that I snatched one of the braids out. And when I snatched the braid out, her daughter was sitting on the couch. Now, this is somebody that is truly a friend of the family, but this lady does not do hair. So I know God just presented her to get the message across to you. So I snatched one of the braids out. Mind you, this braid should not have come out. She's freshly doing my hair. There's no way I should be able to snatch a braid out of my hair and it just falls to the ground. So her daughter goes, ooh, as if like embarrassment. And so I flipped. I totally went off because I did not understand why she was doing my hair in such away, and she was showing me pictures of her previous clients and of these different braids, but there was not the style that I wanted. And so I'm just like, well, why are you showing me this? This is not what I'm asking for. I'm asking you, why are you doing my hair this way? I flipped out, y'all. I went off on somebody that I usually would not go off on because she is a friend of the family, but she's considered family, right? Family. And so the energy was very weird after that. Like, we were still in the same environment. We still had to interact with one another, but the energy was completely thrown off because I had acted out in such a way, or I just spoke up for myself, I would say that, but it was still out of control, right? And so once everything kind of settled down, the energy was still off, but I remember saying, you know what, I'm not even gonna worry about it because God got me. And the moment I said that, she turned around and she was like, no, God got me. And I'm like, one thing you can't do is take that from me. When God says he got me, listen, he got me, and I don't have to worry about nothing. I ain't got to go back and forth with you. So it was kind of like both of us battling about who God was going to take sides on, okay? So that was the end of the dream. Now, God is saying this is a season where he's exposing your enemies. And not only is he exposing them, but he's calling some of you to speak up about what they are doing to you. People will continue to hide out in their corner, continue to try to camouflage, continue to move about in their life because they think you don't know. And so, y'all, again, this is a prophetic word. So let me tell you what God said about this dream. And you will know that it's for you because it will resonate with your spirit. God is speaking directly to you. God says, this is a season where I am undoing every connection that's not of me. So y'all remember I said I kept feeling on the braids, and as I was feeling, the yarn was unraveling. This lady had just started my hair, but yet it was unraveling. He says, I am undoing every connection that's not of me. My children will no longer be able to sit by and just watch. There was a season in my life where I would see people doing things to me. I would hear the slick comments, and I still overlooked it because I call them friends and family. I overlooked it. I kept quiet, even though I saw their behavior towards me. He says, my children will no longer be able to sit by and just watch. Their spirits will be in such disarray that they must speak up and move forward. I spoke up, and then the energy was off, but I moved on with my life, and I was like, I'm going to let God handle it, right? He says, their spirits will be in such disarray that they must speak up and move forward. This is the hour where the pretenders in your life shall be exposed. Those who pretend to want to help you, those you call friends, those you call family. This is the season where the pretenders will be exposed. Those who pretend to want to help you, those you call friends, those you call family. He says your spirit will no longer be able to tolerate their indecent behavior. And y'all, I had to go through this in my life as well. I had to expose somebody who I thought was a friend. I was calling a bestie, but every time I would move forward in life, every time I would pursue something greater and better than what they had going on, their spirit could not settle with that. They could not support me wholeheartedly. They could not love me and treat me how I was treating them. So I had to move on with my life because I realized they truly could not be a friend to me how I was being a friend to them. Their childhood traumas and dramas was following them, and they felt insecure about their own lives, and so they projected that on me. They could not be a friend wholeheartedly to me, and so I had to move forward. He says your spirit will no longer be able to tolerate their indecent behavior. Speaking up does not mean showing out, but rather an acknowledgement of their behavior towards you. I want to stop right there. He says speaking up does not mean showing out, but rather an acknowledgement of their behavior towards you. Now, in this dream, y'all, I showed out. I did. In real life, I did not do that. When I acknowledged the fact that this person that I call friend was not truly being a friend to me because God exposed their heart to me, I didn't show out. I sent what I needed to send. I said what I needed to say, and I let it go. I let them deal with that, because the moment I said it, they all of a sudden became crickets. Could nobody understand what I was saying, and that they didn't really feel what I was coming from and all of that. Fine, cool. I'm going to let God handle that. But in the dream, y'all, I flipped out. And this is for somebody. Showing or speaking up does not mean you have to show out. That's not what God is calling you to do. When he says speak up, you just let it be known that I know what you're doing, devil. I see your antics and your tactics, and you no longer can hide out in my corner pretending to want to help, pretending that you're my friend, pretending that you're my family, pretending that you love me, pretending that you care for me. You can no longer do that, because I see you for who you truly are. And exposing these things and speaking up does not mean you got to show out and get out of character. That's for somebody. Because maybe you've been approaching it in that way and you have not been able to move forward because that spirit that you're doing it in is not of God. He wants you to speak your truth and then release it. Let him fight after that. Let him work after that. Let him do the disconnect after that. Okay, so he says, speaking up does not mean showing out, but rather an acknowledgement of their behavior towards you. The last part is the enemy shall hide no more. The enemy that's been in your corner and hiding out, calling you fam, calling you boo, calling you bae, calling you your day one A1, those people cannot hide. God is exposing the pretenders in your life in this season. And when he does that, you believe him and trust him the first time. And he's calling some of you to speak up about this. I told y'all, as chosen ones, we are sent to these people's lives to be a blessing and or a lesson. Depending on how they respond or receive you, they choose that. It could either be a blessing or it could be a lesson. And so when you begin to speak up, when you begin to expose, it becomes a teaching and a lesson for these people. You cannot hide out from the light. You cannot hide out from God's chosen vessel. You cannot hide out anymore. These people have been doing this for a long time. But then when they come in contact with you, God truly shows who you are and who they are. They cannot hide from you. So some of you, he's calling you to speak up and move forward. But again, speaking up does not mean showing out. You do not get out of character. You let the devil know, you let the enemy know, I see you. You can't hide out, you can't camouflage any longer. I see you. So in this season, he's calling you to speak up and move forward. Speak up and or move forward. Even if you don't speak up, move forward. You know what God has shown you. You know what he has told you. You know what it is and what it ain't. Release these people. Those are the very ones that are keeping you stagnant. I told y'all, this person that I was calling friend, they was fine as long as I wasn't moving, as long as I wasn't doing nothing, being stagnant, being less than. But the moment I start elevating even just a little bit above them, they could not support me. Their hearts became hardened towards me. No matter what I did, how I tried to encourage, how I tried to pour into them, they could not receive it wholeheartedly because they were too busy in competition with me. In competition, trying to hold me back, trying to keep me from moving forward, making slick comments. Years this was going on, y'all, and it wasn't to the latter part when I became awakened to this thing that God started showing me everything. Everything. The same is for you. God is moving you forward, and everybody can't go. Everybody can't go. He's calling you in a season now where he's not only exposing these people, but he's saying, I need for you to move forward in life. Trust what I'm showing you. Trust what I'm telling you. I don't care about them being family, friends, lovers. You may have been with these people for years, and all of a sudden now you two are disconnected. Your spirit cannot tolerate theirs. It's because you're growing. God is ready to use you, elevate you, push you forward. I love y'all so much. I do. Again, we are all in different seasons, so maybe this message isn't for you. You may feel like you are above this and you have moved forward. Give God all the praise, the glory, and the honor for that. But to those of you that resonate with this message, it's time for you to come out of bondage of those people and those things. It's time for you to move forward in life. And they cannot go. They're weighing you down. They hiding out in your corner. They pretending that they love you, that they care for you, but they really don't. God is exposing their hearts to you. Again, thank y'all so much for your seeds, for your donation. Whether y'all know it or not, that's truly helping me in this season, because now I am totally committed, y'all, not only to Christ, but to this ministry, to you. This is my full-time job right now. So everything I appreciate. Not only the monetary donations and gifts, but the words of encouragement means so much to me. Just as you do. Continue to move forward. Continue to be bold. Continue to elevate. Continue to grow. Continue to be who God has called you to be unapologetically. Anybody that don't like it, let them move around. That's the kind of energy we coming with. Anybody that don't agree with it, let them move around. That's the kind of energy we coming with. Respectfully. I love y'all so much. I do. Until next time, y'all be easy. Peace.